All right, we are in the conference clash tournament. It is Tuesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. I'm in my 77 account. What do we have here? So yesterday, I don't know what it'll take today, but I ran a practice round yesterday and the top score was 17. And then there was a couple 15s and 14s. It took a 13. If you wanted to qualify, it took a 13. So it is going to be... I look at it, there's 7 holes out here that I really like. And I'm working on one of the other ones to try and increase my odds. But if you add 12 and 17, that's 19, that's 38. It is going to be a crazy week. Crazy. I mean, you're just going to have to drop everything. So, we'll see. I had some drops yesterday, and I had a bunch of holes. Like I said, I was just practicing, and I missed my first shots a bunch just to see what ball I wanted to bring out and where I was at in my club, and then came out on the second shots, and I did sink a bunch of shots yesterday. So hopefully, I played my odd account last night, and I think I hit one shot out of 9 into the cup. Perfect. And the other 8 shots were 1 ring, 2 rings, 75 rings, great. And I did verify that the clubs that I'm using on the drive and all that stuff is good, but I have no idea about the second shot. So here we go. I'm gonna play around. I was thinking about playing my odd account, but I'm gonna play this account and try and qualify today. And then I will practice this afternoon with my odd account, so we'll see how it goes. Hole number 1. What is hole number 1? We really, really need to get this. And I believe the wind's blowing in this direction. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bounce off this island and try and get over. But I'm going to try and be, like where it wants to put you is kind of like right in the middle here. But where I want to be is right here, so that I have this extra depth right here in my shot. In this particular situation with a power 3 ball, you're just a little teeny bit short. Your red line's like right here, so you're a little teeny bit short. And so if you're using the wind, it's easy to get overshoot here. And so I want to give myself as much room in front of me to let that wind become effective. And I think it's going to be about 2 backspin to get over. And I am not trying to go for the cup. I saw several people yesterday when they were setting this shot up, the way that they were doing it was they were coming like this, trying to really get a run at it. And I am not interested in playing in the sand. My goal on this hole is an eagle. Yes, you could go for hole-in-one, or you could try and get closer by doing here, but you take a big risk of ending up either in this rough or in the sand, because you got to travel in the rough farther, and you got the sand right there. I'm interested in getting the hell right here, and if I only end up right here, I'm fine with that. I've got a great eagle opportunity from right there, and I would rather have a great eagle opportunity than ever end up in the rough or the sand. That's the deal. That is the deal. And I'm going to bring a Kingmaker because I really want the side spin. That bag will work. And I'm going to do 1.1. I'm going to do a 10% adjustment times the wind divided by 1.2. Kingmaker, wind. Here we go. Let's see if we can have some success today. And I have some coffee. So I got that going for me. I went back and watched the video from yesterday. Sometimes I'm talking about stuff and then I get caught up in the shot, and then by the time the shot and stuff is over, I forget what I was talking about before the shot. This will be a prime example. I was talking yesterday about one of my opponents only had a 2-letter name, and I didn't realize you could have a 2-letter name. I was talking about a game that I used to play way back in the day, multiplayer BattleTech, and I had my call sign was 00, And I started playing the game. It was like this game. I started playing it. Shit, it had probably been out like a week or two. And me and a buddy of mine started playing. And they didn't have rules like that for your name. So I put in odd, just 00. And it went through. But once they got the game set up and they started getting users, they made it so you had to have your minimum name was 6 characters. And so people in the game would see me and they thought I was an administrator. What is the win? 3.3. 3 rings. Not that I'm going to take the wind out, but just... Hitting it perfect. We'll see where that carries me. Perfect. Perfect. Now, yes, I could have did a little bit. I could have put a little effort in that. Maybe put in 1.5 backspin. I tried yesterday 1, and it did take me kind of like the way my opponent rolled out. I think I tried 2 right there. I wanted to see where that put me. I think I'm going to go back to the 1.5. The 1.5. And a great. And that'll probably miss. It's going to be close. Whew. Woo! Jeez. I don't want to get too excited because we really, really need to make that hole, but that was close. Close. All right. That game was kind of cool because the deal on it is there was 5 different clans and you had clan territories and people were fighting over territories and what was cool about that game was you could duel people. If you had an issue with somebody, you could issue a challenge and you had a duel rating, and if you didn't accept challenges from people, your rating would go down, but you had to be in their cohort. So like if where they were at, you had to be within a certain distance above or below somebody. Like you couldn't just go out there and challenge people that were way up here and you were way down at the bottom, or you were way at the top and you were challenging little low lifes, little scrubs. You couldn't do that. You had to be within a cohort, like 1 rank above or 1 rank below, in order to challenge people. And it was kind of cool because if you had an issue with somebody out there and they were flaming you or getting on it, you could challenge them. Or you could go get one of your buddies that was in their cohort and you could have them challenge them. Shut them up. All right, hole number 2. I played that game they upgraded the game. It was an awesome game. They upgraded the game and fleshed out some of the graphics, and I think they lost funding. You know, they had it all done and we were doing beta testing on it and it was beautiful. And then I think they lost their funding and ran out of cheddar. I'm going to take a sniper and a katana. I'm doing the rough bump here. And the game went bye-bye. Damn it. I'd still be playing that game if that game was still out. All right. What I'm going to do here, what I'm going to do here, you see, is I'm going to do 10% times the wind divided by 1. And it's 1 backspin. And I think I'm 2 rings into the rough, I believe. You can do this with a katana or a quasar or a navigator, and there'll still be just a little bit of room against the red line, but I'm using a katana because it gives me like 5 or 6 rings. So in rookie, I don't think I'd have to pull it any greater. You might still have that kind of room with a navigator and or a quasar, and if you were going to play with one of those, a navigator would be better because you don't need the side spin. Cut the wind down a little. FN 2187 goes first. 1 billion earned. Man, I'm not a fan of hitting off that island over there. Not a fan. This hole looks, if you played this hole back in the day before they redesigned it, this hole looks totally different. It used to have an island in there. There was no rough bump. There was an island in the middle of that stream. One backspin. Do, 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 do. Three 3.3 rings. There's 1, 2, 3. 3. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Woo! In the hole. That's what I'm talking about. In the hole. I started off yesterday. Here's the cup. Here's the flagpole. Yesterday I was aiming right at the flagpole. I did the 10% and I came in right here. So what I did today was I didn't cut the distance from the flagpole to the edge of the cup, but I did start off on the, I was trying to start off on the right hand edge of the flagpole just to give myself a little bit more room over here. All right. We got that out of the way. What is hole number 3? We got an excellent opportunity here. Excellent. All right, now yesterday I went out here and I tested it out, and with a power 3 ball and a tailwind or a pure side wind, you can get over here with overpower. Without any overpower, I think my APOC was like right on the edge down here, and if you had an extra mile, you'd be slightly in that rough. You'd have to put some overpower in order to get in, or you'd have to let the wind push you over there. If it was on a headwind day, I'm not sure you could make it with a 3 power ball. I think you'd have to bring out something bigger. You could still do this shot on a headwind day, but I think you'd have to bring out like a 4 or 5 power ball. And yesterday I ended up, I hit like a 2 or 3 ring grate to the left, and I was trying to clip the rough right there, and I actually hit the fairway and ended up in the sand. And my opponent took the shot. I was going to chip it over and test my numbers here, but I didn't get an opportunity. So let's see if we can get her done today. Get her done, get her done, get her done, get her done, get her done. It would be smart to bring out a power 5 ball and try and standardize your shot. I think you could probably pull out, you know, if you were using an extra mile, here's your red line, and if you had a power 5 ball, if you could pull back 2 rings, if you have an extra mile, that's 4 miles an hour in wind. So it would at least get you some of the way there, so you could try and standardize it and set the shot up. I'm going to use a power 3 ball because I don't want to waste any of my power 5 balls on a, I think I can get her done right here. Get her done, get her done. And we're going to use, I'm going to add on 10%, so it's 10. 1.1 times the wind divided by 1.2. I got the right bag? I do got the right bag. I got the right ball. I am ready to roll. Let's see if we can hit this perfect today instead of 70 rings great to the left. What's the difference between 2 rings great to the left and 70 rings great to the left? Not much. They're both bad. Now you can easily get, we got wood. If you get way down in there, you're long iron. Where I'm trying to hit, it's short iron, potentially wedge, if you got really lucky. That should be a nice long iron shot right there. Nice. Very nice. Okay, 4.5, 4.12 rings. There's 4.12. I'm going to push that forward wind back in. Hitting it perfect. Whoa down, Cat Daddy. Whoa. Whoa down. That is probably going to be wedge. And I'm going to add 10% on the shot to the cup as well. So 1.1 times the wind. I'm either going to be in minimum short iron or maximum wedge. And I think that's going to be maximum wedge. And minimum short iron is 3.5 per ring. And maximum wedge is 1.1. Now, I've been playing my rapier at 1.2 and 2.4, but Golf Clash Notebook says with a Power 3 ball, it should be 1.1 and 2.3. And I'm trying to play off of my cheat sheet to see if these numbers will work for me. And so I'm gonna try. If I am in max rapier, I'm just gonna hit the wind, whatever the wind is. Do. Do. Where am I? Thorn. There's Min. There's Max. I'm in mid thorn. So mid thorn is 2.3. 3.2 divided by 2.3. 1.53 rings. I'm going to do 2 backspin. $1.53 rings. And there's 153. Oh! Arrgh. Damn it! I hit it great to the right yesterday, and today I hit it great to the left, and I mean, the perfect is right there in the hole. I mean, no doubt about it. Oh, dag nabbit. Can we take a mulligan on that? They had some error that was going on. I think it might have been, it was like the second year that the game came out, somewhere in that neighborhood. There was an error that came out, and I think it was only working on the par 3s, but like we were having a qualifying round, and you could go out there and you could play a par 3, and then it reset it, and then you played the par 3 again. And it happened to me twice in one round, and it happened to a bunch of people that week. And for me, I got birdies both times, and then I turned around and got birdies both times, so it didn't change my score. It was a fluke in the game. But then they came out and was like, hey, this fluke happened, and it happened the first day of qualifying, and they shut it down, and then they fired it back up again. And anybody who had qualified during that period where it was up, they blocked them out, and there was like 10,000 people that got blocked out of the tournament that week. because they couldn't tell whether or not. What they should have did was just zeroed it out and said, hey, you guys got to qualify again. But they did not do that. Hole number 4. That was the only mulligan I've ever got in this game. All right, hole number 4. I'm going to do the rough bump. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm 1 ring. I'm going to do 2 1/4 backspin. Sniper, Titan. Sniper. Let's bring out a Kingmaker just to cut the wind down a little. Maybe help keep me from getting into the sand, but I doubt it. Sniper, Titan, 10%. 1.1 times the wind. I'm at max club. 2 1/4 backspin. See what my opponent's going to do. I've never been a fan of hitting from farther back like that. Shit can go wrong. You got a Sniper 10, you got backspin on it, you can get up there close and you can get more of that tail coming down to the cup. See what the deal is. Have to call my buddy Tracy back and see what she's up to. Close. All right. Concentration. Need to hit it perfect. It's 2 1/4 backspin. 2 and a sliver of backspin. .9, 4.29 rings. There's 4.29. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Woo! In the hole. Look at that. Look at that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, hold on a second. All right, where am I? Where was I? I was on hole number 4. All right, all right. That took a while. It took so long I forgot where I was at. My friend Tracy, she lives in Norman, Oklahoma. They got hit by pineapple-sized hail. Big hail. I've worked some big hailstorms across the United States, but I don't know that I've ever worked a pineapple. I've worked softball size, but not pineapple size. All right, hole number 5. Hole number 5. All right, I am going over to here in the hole. If I can hit perfect, this is money. On the drive, I'm doing an APOC, a Kingmaker, 5 topspin, 2 1/2 rings off. What's really weird here is I'm going to be 2 1/2 rings off down in this area, going off here, a little bit of curl, 5 topspin. It's going to look like my ball guide's going to terminate right here, but it carries farther. And I'm going to hit, as short as it looks like I'm going to hit here, is how far I'm going to actually hit in the fairway on the other side. I don't know in the game if there's another hole that is as visually optical illusion, like you have the optical illusion like you have on this hole. Kingmaker, Kingmaker. Do, 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 do. I'm going to do 10% on both the drive and the shot to the cup. And on the shot to the cup, I'm going to do 10% and I'm going to round up. 1.1 times the wind divided by 1.2. All right. St. Fons. Here we go. What's the wind? 2. 183. Is it 5 topspin? 5. 3. There's 3, 4, 5. It's like 2.5 rings off down here. Maybe closer to 3. 1.83. A little bit of curl for flavor. Hitting it perfect. Yeah, look at that. If I'd have been, well, in the game, 7 yards to the left, I could have been in the absolute perfect spot with a sign in my way. What a, that is so fucking cheesy. Those signs are, 1.1 times whatever the wind is, wherever I'm at in my club. That is 1.13 yards too many. Where am I? I'm in Max Club. I'm gonna do the wind. 2 backspin. Let's do 1. .6 if I can get lined up with the wind. There's 3, 6. Oh! Woo! Look at that. Jeez. I'm gonna have to go back and see what I did wrong there. Holy crap. I hit that grate to the right and it still went in. So did I underpull it? .6 divided by 1.2 and 3. I'm going to have to go back and look and see what I did on that, because I can't believe that I hit a grate on that and it went in. Now, I will say that I normally play my rapier at 1.2 at max, and I played it right there at 1.1 because the book says you play it at 1.1. But I don't know what happened right there. I'll take it, but I don't know what happened. Hold on. All right. We're back to quiet again. Woo! I'll take that. I will. All right, what do we got for hole number 6? Hole number 6. What is hole number 6? Shit, we got 4 holes left. We got tons of golf to play. All right, this is a freaking test right here. Our professor was gone last week, so we didn't take the test in week 5. We're getting our midterm in week 6. Yesterday, I came out and I demoed the Max Overpower hook shot, and I ended up, I think it was like I'm going to say it was super close to like 440 yards. But I came out in my odd account yesterday, and I just hit it straight forward and used the wind, and I ended up, I think, a little bit farther. If you're doing the Max Overpower hook shot, you can't use the wind. You got to take the wind out. And with the straightforward shot, if we have tailwind where you can actually use the wind, I think if it was on a non-tailwind day, I might go ahead and use the Max Overpower hook. And when I set this up with my APOC, for those of you that have APOCs coming here, your yellow ring, my yellow ring was set up so that it was just touching the edge. And I did max top spin, maximum left-hand side spin, so that when it came through and it hit this area, instead of continuing on like this, it hit this area and it straightened out a little and went like that. But I think today I'm going to just try and pound it straight down there. And first of all, you want to make sure you bring the biggest hitting wood that you have. And you can get this done. I'm not saying that you can't get this done with a lower power ball. I've made many eagles on this hole with the Marlin, so I mean it can be done. But I've played this hole many times, and only a fraction. I've played it lots of times, and only a fraction of the time have I made it with a Marlin. You want to give yourself every opportunity to make it. So I don't want to dick around, and I'm just going to bring a power 5 ball every time we play this hole. I did it yesterday with a power 3, but I'm just not interested in not making it. And even bringing the right stuff, there's still a chance. I mean, you still got 2 pretty tough shots. The second shot being tougher than the first. And the first shot's not really that tough. It's just you need to get your yardage on the first shot in order to help you on the second shot. My wife starts a new job on Monday. I called her today and gave her a raise. Awesome. I'm just going to try and hit it straight down there and see what happens as far as yardage. And see if that's similar to what I got yesterday. I did bring out a bigger ball today. 464. 24 yards farther than the hook with a 3 power ball. I think from where I'm at with a 5 power ball, I probably could bring a sniper. And I'm going to hit this shot straight up wherever and I'm definitely going to be in max club, so it'll be 1.3 per ring. And we need to hit this perfect. Perfect. Haha, I like it. Do I got enough backspin to get me there? Hell no. Do I have enough backspin right there? Hell no. Let's stop that. Let's be realistic here. Let's get where I can see where I'm doing. .9 divided by 1.3. 3 rings. I could have used the Guardian right there. It would have been awesome. 2 rings great to the left. That might get to the French. I don't have to take those long, but this is an old course, so like some of these courses have long, big ass greens. If you're way off like that, you could have some difficulty. Even though it's downhill, you could still have some difficulty. I will tell you that there might be a tendency, some of you might be looking over there to the left and you see that fairway and you're thinking, wow, if I could catch that fairway, I could run all the topspin and I could do a max overpower curl shot and really try and dig myself up to the cup. If you do that, you'll clip those trees over there on the left. Rewind the video and you can see that patch of trees that are over there, and you'll clip those trees. because I thought the same thing. Wow, we could just do a max curl shot from over there and we'll be fine. But no. Oh, fuck, I missed it. I didn't make it. Oh, jeez. So lucky. Can't be good, be lucky. That was 2 rings to the left. Jeez. Jeez. All right, I barely passed my test. Barely. Barely. I started off strong and then I limped in at the end. All right. Here we go. What hole are we on now? Hole number 7. Hole number 7. What is hole number 7? What is hole number 7? Ah. All right. All right. I'm going to my odd account. I'm going to commit a my odd account because I'm practicing there, and I'm not going to take this shot on this side. And my odd account, I'm going to work the shot over here with my APOC and see about getting over where I can just get over to the other side and try and work out. It'll be a total blind curl shot. You're going to be facing off in here and you have no idea where your curl is going to put your what. And I'm going to try and work out the where to set it up and how much top spin to put on, work the wind out. It's like a max overpower hook shot, but instead of doing the hook, we're just going to do curl and bring it over just to see if I can lay myself up here and get consistent on that. But today I'm going to go from here, you know, and here's the thing about this little island. You can see these, well, can't really see it here. There's a pit right here, and there's another one right there, and there's another one right there, and so they're indentations. Here's your green. Here's that fairway area, and it's got these little holes in it. So when you're flying in here, and we've all had this happen before, where it's like your ball guide's telling you that you're going to get this bounce and this everything's going to work out good. And then what happens is if it comes in and it hits right, if it comes in and it hits right here, it takes a good bounce. But if it comes in and it hits right here, it's on the downhill slide and it takes a flat bounce and just buries you right in the sand on the other side. I'm not sure. All right, I'm going to take my number 1 bag and a Titan, the king of balls. I might. I'm not sure I need the side spin. So I'm just going to take a Titan. We'll take a Titan. We'll take a Titan. Let's clear a slot. Can't be a farmer if you don't have any empty fields. All right, bag number 1 and a Titan. Good to go. Good to go. And I'm going to do 0 on the drive. 0. Whatever the wind is divided by 1.2. .7 divided by 1.2 is 3.1. I'm going to put just a titch of that back in. Hitting it perfect. Perfect. Perfecto. That over there is like hit or miss. It's just sometimes you can get it to go where you want it to go and it doesn't hit on that downhill slide and it doesn't dive into the sand, and sometimes it bounces high and close. See if my opponent can get up there. I got a pretty good loft. Can they get out of the trees? Yes! Yes. That is perfect, dude. Hey, can't be good, be lucky. I'm with you. That is awesome. Awesome. Man, I'm hitting my wedge great every time. For some reason, it seems like when you're closer with your wedge, the needle goes faster than when you're farther away. Is that just me? If it seems like that to you, leave me a comment, because it just seems like when you're up close like that with your wedge that the needle goes a little bit faster. And what I normally do is I look down to make sure I'm centered, and then then I'm counting, and I look up and I release, and it seems like my timing's off a little bit when I'm close. Nice. Good game. Good luck in the tournament. All right. One more down. Hole number 8. What is hole number 8? I think I changed my... let's look at hole number 8. All right. Now, I have played this hole a bunch of times, and I remember one time I was playing, Hammer and Hank and I were playing some friendlies, and we were out, and we were getting this hole, and hitting off of this area right here, doing the rough bump, plus 10, and I don't know how many times we sank it. Several times where he sank it, and then I sank it, and then he sank it, and I mean, it goes back and forth, but I tried the plus 10 yesterday, and it wasn't working. So in odd, I tried plus 20, and it wasn't working. All right, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a plus 25, because I was still off. I did the flagpoles here, wind's blowing this direction. I did 10, and I was right here, and I did 20, and I was about half of that distance away from the cup, so I'm going to try 25. We'll try it. I'm going to do 2 backspin, no side spin at 0.9 per ring. So 1.25 times the wind divided by 0.9. And I'm bringing a grizzly and a navigator. A grizzly and a nav. And we will try it out. All right, here we go. Ah, we had a headwind. And it pushed me off to the left. Two backspin, no side spin. When this hole first came out, I always hit from right here in this corner and brought it around. But when the hole first came out, there wasn't even half of that much rough there. There was very little rough. There was still a rough bump, but it was real shallow. And real. .7, 5.13 rings. 2 rings in, 2 backspin. 2 backspin. 2 rings in. 5.13 rings. There's 513. Hitting it perfect. Perfecto. That's closer. I split the difference. Like where that's at right there, I was about that far away from the cup at the plus 20. So I guess we're doing plus 30. Still haven't got that one worked out. Still haven't made that one. Which is funny because like the first par 3, I really like that par 3, and the mid par 3 is doing the rough bump there. I've had some success this week, but that's typically not a hole I think of as a hole-in-one hole. But this hole right here is like, wow, I made tons of hole-in-ones on that hole, and I haven't made one all week. And I think I've hit perfect into the cup every time I've played this one. It's the one hole that I hit perfect into yesterday in my auto account and still didn't make it. All right. Hey, good luck in the tournament. Good game. Good game, my friend. All right, what hole are we on here? Hole number 9. All right, we have an opportunity right here, right now, to get an Albie on this hole. If I could remember what hole number 9 is. I can't remember what it is right now off the top of my head. I'm trying to get all the way down here. And my starting spot is a little bit... So normally, I played this a lot where you're... I think I've played this with my rock if I'm trying to just lay it up right out here. And you can aim at that little red tree right there as your starting spot. Now you may end up working, you know, where you're one ring in, or, you know, working that spot. But because I'm trying to get all the way down there, I really want my first bounce to be right here and then heading me off in that direction. And so I'm going to be almost a whole ring set away from that tree. But what I'm going to use here, it's kind of, I went and looked at the picture, and my ball guide is clear all the way to this tree, and then if I moved it over one blade of grass, one hair, it clips the tree. And that's where I want to start. That's where my setup is. My start spot's going to be. I think. We'll see. This hole right here, we could have some. You can get in serious ass trouble on this hole. This is a dangerous hole for the weekend. For the weekend round. I believe I need a kingmaker. And that bag will work. All right, and I was doing 10 on the drive and 10 to the cup. So 1.1 times the wind divided by 1.2 for the drive. Here we go. Here we go. I played it in my auto account yesterday, and my auto account's only got a level 6 APOC instead of a level 7, and I actually made it farther in my auto account. I went back and watched the video from my 77 account to see where I'd set it up, but okay, dude, like, where the hell are you going? Unless you're going to do a, oh man, even there, that's going to, I just don't know. That's a tough way to go. Tough. Thank you, baby.
Tough.
Yeah, I mean, most people I see hitting out there are hitting right where they're either caught behind the trees if they did make it through the rough, or they're stuck in the rough and still kind of right there. All right, 2.7. Let's put all the spin on. 2.5 rings. There's 1, 2.5. And that is, I think, all of it. Let's see. Nice. Nice. Now it's all about distance. Got to get past that tree. Nice. Nice. That is right where I wanted it. All right, 10% times the wind. And I have no, I think I'm going to be in my thorn. I think I might be in minimum thorn. We'll see if they eyeballed that correctly. They're short shooting it a little. Hit it perfect though. Nice. That is, ooh. Nice shot. Nice shot, my friend. Let's hit this perfect. Thorn. There's minimum. There's max. So I'm at mid. Min. I'm at min thorn. 3 divided by 3.5. 0.94 of a ring. .94 of a ring. Exactly. Oh! I haven't hit it into this hole perfect all week. And that distance right there is how I hit it great to the left, and it was exactly the same distance from the cup. I've hit it great to the right twice now, and a perfect literally is right at the flagpole, and all you got to do is hit it perfect. In the weekend round, I swear I'm gonna bring a precision ball. That is a money shot right there, and money. And I just haven't been able to make it. Haven't been able to hit perfect. Jeez. All right. Dang it. There you have it. I honestly think that when we look at the holes here, like there's 2 of those par 5s we got serious opportunities. This hole right here is a serious hole-in-one, and that is a serious Albie. One of the other par 5s is also, the one is let's just get our eagle and move along, little doggy. But the first par 5, we got a serious opportunity right there for Albie. There's 3 shots right there, and this, like I said, this is just going to be one of those wild ass weeks. Wild weeks. All right, that was my qualifying round. I'm gonna play my odd account today because there's still a couple of these holes I want to work. I'm still trying to the last hole in particular, I really need to, I might just go out and practice that hole, and I really need to hit it perfect in there just to make sure that that number's right. There you have it. That was the opening round, or excuse me, the qualifying round in the Conference Clash tournament. This feels like a freaking Community Cup. We did not have a Community Cup this year. I'm pretty sure we did not have a Community Cup this year. And this must be our Community Cup. Thanks for watching. Have a great tournament. Hopefully everybody does good. Stay safe. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell. Leave a comment, do all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one.